So welcome back guys to a brand new video. Now today we have the full patch notes that have gone live with the brand new Helicopterian update, which has gone live for ARK Survival Ascended. The Helicopterian underwater creature is now officially in the game, which obviously it was a modded version with ARK additions made by Garuga123 beforehand. Now of course with this update, we had a feeling the reason for the delay was because there was going to be some patch notes that came with it, and it has. So I'm going to be reading through all the patch notes for you guys today. I hope you do enjoy. I will put some funny clips at the end of the video of, you know, like the helicopter and stuff what we got involved in, everything like that. But if you do want to watch how to well, obviously us spawning one in, but then how to tame the abilities, everything like that, you'll see that as literally my last video that I did. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Leave a like, subscribe, come and join us in the LoadedCrysis cluster if you want to come experience the helicopter with a massive community. Link to our Discord is down below, and let's get in with it. Right, so patch notes time. Now, obviously, as I always do to show you guys, this has come for all platforms, not just the PC. As you can see, everything is all up to date now. So let's get straight through. We just always read through the PC ones. So Steam version 7.1.5, Xbox version 7.1.5, and PS5 version 7.1.6. New creature, Helicopterian. A prehistoric predator makes its debut. Survivors can now encounter and tame Garuga123's ARK Edition's Buzzsaw-jawed Helicopterian. The Armadoggo Rucksack temporarily disabled the keep inventory functionality while we continue to work on a bug. Map fixes. Okay. Fixed Ragnarok's puzzle door not correctly showing its open/closed state. Fixed Ragnarok's labs puzzle cave not always killing dinos in the sacrifice pit as intended. Fixed a mesh flickering issue on Extinction at night. And just for the Xbox only, fixed texture flickering in the sludge basin on Extinction. Now we have the general fixes of the patch. So, fix the stutter when riding as a passenger on a Managama. Fixed a stutter with the Shastasaurus swim animation. Fixed a case where companions could be deleted if whistled at any moment they died. Potential fix for shoulder pets randomly dying whilst on a character's shoulders. Cleaned up numerous baby dino death animations. The tech bunker. Modules can now be painted. Fixed central modules having unintended collision. Fixed auto lock structures on PvE not locking correctly when placed via templates. Fixed some snapping issues with the shallow sloped wall railing. Prevented rope ladders from being placed directly on the ground. Fix teleporting when dismounting a battle rig on non-dedicated servers. Fix the foliage of... I always get it wrong. Foliage. Sometimes remaining visible after being harvested. Boss minions no longer count towards milestones. Milestones no longer progress while in Club ARK. Fix not being able to turn off frame generation on AMD GPU systems. Fix several icon issues. And fixed multiple crashes. And they've also fixed an exploit. So there you have it. The full patch that has gone live with the Helicopterian update. Do I feel like I'm surprised that the update got delayed so much? Yes, because when I actually did the Helicopterian video, it doesn't seem that much has changed from it. I mean, there was a few things. They removed the armored Helicopterian. The saddle has been revamped and looks really cool. And its tail can knock out, well, that's obviously, yeah, everything's the same. The tail knockout's the same. Pretty much most of it's the same. So I don't really know what caused the delay. But obviously tonight is community crunch night, and as we get closer and closer to the launch of Valguero Ascended, we're hoping for some cool stuff. If I'm being completely honest, tonight's community crunch, I'm not expecting anything too special. I've been in this game for a very long time, as you guys would have known, and you know, when a new ARK Editions creature launches, they tend to do a community crunch that just says, welcome back to a new community crunch, and they'll just be like, the helicopter is now live. I'm hoping they might have a surprise in there for us, but considering we're still 4 weeks off Valguero, there's not really that much else that they can surprise us with, because they've already surprised us with the Elder Claw. They've already given the dossier of the Elder Claw. They've already given us the dossier of the Mega Raptor, and unless they have any other surprises up their sleeve, I'm not sure what else they can actually show. So here is the official trailer of the new Helicopterian released by Studio Wildcard just a little bit ago. Here's the new dossier on the screen, as you guys can see, and when you do tame yourself up a Helicopterian, obviously you'll get this in game. So as you'll see on the screen there, you also see it in my video. What they're showing right here is the new blueprint, like crafting element of the Helicopterian. Now, basically, what it is like, so they've gone into their inventory, as you can see, using their special implant. And then they've given it to the Helicopterian, and they have clicked, you'll see it in my video of how to use it. They've clicked use item, and basically it's like it says break down item, and it breaks down to a blueprint. And then they have, if it's successful, by the way, it's not always successful, but then you'll get your new shiny new blueprint, which you can constantly use all the time. As we see there, it goes straight through the ink, and also it's a very passive creature as well, so it won't attack you in the wild. There's the knockout ability that's still in. So as now in the official game, we'll get that shining up a little bit more. So as you saw right at the end there, I show you guys in my video, right at the end of the video, its ability where you can do free swimming, and then when you get to the top of the ocean, you can go into surface swimming, which means you can do like dolphin dives out of the water. And I thought it was a pretty cool addition. But it was in the old version, but they've changed the way they do it with the modded version, like some tweaks there of how you change from free swimming to surface swimming. So ARK players, let me know what your thoughts and feelings are of today's new update. I personally really like the addition. I think it's like obviously being able to craft blueprints, and you know, obviously it's a bit of a gamble because you could potentially lose a top quality item. It's completely down to you whether you want to take the risk of losing an item that could be your favorite, but at the same time you could get yourself a top quality ascendant blueprint if you want to take that risk, and that is completely down to you when you're in game. And I think that does bring some excitement into it, because it gives you that sort of chance to be able to get extra blueprints that you may not have got before, and some very OP ones in the game. It kind of feels a bit like the end game, you know, like being able to do something like that. But it's very cool. I'm glad Studio Wildcard have added something in like that, as it makes it a little bit more helpful for players. It does kind of cut out the element of, you know, going out and searching for some of the blueprints that you may have needed, but at the same time, the better the quality of the item, the less likely you are to get the blueprint. So it's not like you're guaranteed, you put your ascendant weapon in, and it's not like you're guaranteed you're going to get the blueprint back. So it is a risk factor, and that is obviously, as I said, down to you guys whether you want to take that risk. And I think it's a really interesting thing, because it's, you know, for certain tribes, especially when we talk about PvP, I feel like, you know, for certain tribes, they're going to be putting in some of their best items in there, and they could potentially lose it. And then also, you could get one tribe that gets extra lucky, and they could be having a blueprints full of all of the items that they've really needed and craft some amazing stuff. So I think it's definitely going to change a little bit of the meta, not like hugely, but I do think it will sort of increase what kind of items people can make in the official game, and I do think that's an interesting factor of the Helicopteran. But now I am going to leave you guys with some stuff that we did earlier on, and thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the crunch later.